I have seen this type of counter-argument in countless times where that zoophiles try to justify their actions by asking this question. But to answer this question is, no, it's not wrong. Why? Because they are livestock and that is their purpose. You see, when we captured their wild ancestor and convert them into domestic animal that have being kept and raised by humans as a work animals, food source, and kept as a pet, especially a member of those species that have, through selective breeding, become notably different from their wild ancestors. So their consent already have been taken away long before this question ever existed. In fact, animal rearing has originated during the cultural transition to settled farming communities rather than hunter-gatherer lifestyles. Animals are domesticated when their breeding and living conditions are controlled by humans. Over time, the collective behavior, life cycle, and physiology of livestock have changed radically. Many modern farm animals or pets are unsuited to life in the wild. Now, before anyone get the wrong idea, I don't support or condone abuse what the animal go through. Another counter-argument is that we don't really need to eat meat to survive. I have video called Should We Eat Meat? Made by Vaslav Smil. And this is not an ideological tract for or against carnivorousness, but rather a careful evaluation of meat's roles in human diets and the environmental and health consequences of its production and consumption. It will be of interest to a wide readership including professionals and academics in food and agricultural production, human health and nutrition, environmental science, and regulatory and policy-making bodies around the world. Another counter-argument is that becoming vegetarian is healthier. That is not always the case. Here's some disadvantage of vegetarian. 1. Incomplete protein. Most plant-based proteins with the exception of soy and quinoa are incomplete, which means they don't provide all the amino acids necessary to build muscle and tissue, like animal foods do. To avoid a protein deficiency, vegetarians need to combine proteins throughout the day. For example, eating beans with brown rice or hummus with whole wheat pita bread will supply the needed amino acids. 2 other possible deficiencies. Strict vegetarian diets without dairy and eggs may be lower in nutrients such as calcium, iron, vitamin B12 and omega-3 fatty acids. However, by carefully planning and knowing which plant foods to choose, vegetarians can avoid these disadvantages. Leafy greens and almonds, for example, are high in calcium, and flaxseed and chia seeds provide omega-3s. Eating plant-based iron with a source of vitamin C will improve absorption, such as a spinach salad with sliced strawberries or orange sections. 3. Difficulty when dining out. Not many restaurants offer true vegan choices and this can make dining out difficult. Meta advises carrying vegan foods and snacks to make eating out easier when traveling long distances. 4. Loss of essential vitamins and minerals. There is evidence to show vegan diets do not contain vitamin B12, an essential nutrient. Vegans can get vitamin B12 from fortified foods, some brands of soy milk, fake meats, breakfast cereals, and nutritional yeast, and from supplements. Vegan diets may be low in calcium and vitamin D, although there are vegan sources of these nutrients, says Reed Mangels, PhD, RD, Nutrition Advisor for the Vegetarian Resource Group, vrg.org. Also, there are more details disadvantage of vegetarian in the description. Also, I like to let you people know about this. There an article of a man is suffering a mysterious illness that his body reject all food, so the only thing he can eat is raw meat. Meet Derek Nance. 5 years ago, Derek had some mystery illness that killed his appetite and made him puke up everything he ate. The doctors suspected it was an allergy thing, so Derek changed his diet. First he cut the wheat and dairy, but he still continued losing weight. Getting desperate, he was soon online, chatting to people pushing all manner of life-saving diets. Derek tried a Mediterranean diet, fish and vegetables, before ditching the fish and eventually becoming a vegan, but nothing worked. Finally, a guy who'd had similar symptoms recommended a carnivorous version of the Paleolithic diet. With nothing to lose, Derek gave raw meat a try. That was 5 years ago, and he now goes so far as to brush his teeth with animal fat. For reasons I don't properly understand, I wanted to watch Derek eat a meal and he obliged. I found him with his girlfriend, Joanne, in Lexington, Kentucky, and we talked about vital organs, rotten meat, and health, which is the main point of this according to Derek. He's never been healthier.